Texting. When and when not to text her back. Let's chat about it. Peace and cheers as always, folks. Coach Mark Mahalovic, aka the Flying Health Coach. Today, you can probably guess it based upon the intro, we're going to talk about when and when not to text her back or your partner. Whatever word you want to put in there, it's up to you. Doesn't matter to me. So, if you guys are like me and you're watching this video, you've definitely done some research out there on relationships and dating advice and when to text, when not to text, what to say, what not to say. You get my drift, right? You've done your research, or you're trying to at least, or you're starting to. And I can guarantee you that you've come across videos that say, do these 5 things, do these 10 things. Here are 9 signs she's doing this. Here are 20 signs she's fucking doing that. It's like, okay, it's too much, right? So if you're anything like me, you want things to be simple, right? Just give me one thing I can follow, right? Give me one guideline that I can follow that's going to make a big difference on everything else. That's what I want to do for you today when it comes to texting, when and when not to text her back. And trust me, it's simple because I have a simple mind. I don't want complex shit. I already deal with stuff like that, right? I don't want more complex stuff. So, my guideline. Okay, and I've formulated this guideline based upon, reading Coach Corey Wayne's book, 3% Man, 12 or 13 times now. I've gone through Mark Manson's book. I've gone through a bunch of other books for dating. So here's a simple way to look at texting. So before we get to that, let's again rethink about what's masculine energy. Okay, what are women attracted to? Well, they're attracted to your masculine energy, right? And what's the one big thing with masculine energy? That's confidence. Okay, they're attracted to your confidence. Now, they're also attracted to you being calm, you being direct, you being decisive, you getting to the point, not skirting around the point, right? But all those characteristics embody a masculine man. That's what she was attracted to when you guys first got together. Okay? So, how do you apply that to texting? It's pretty simple. Here's my guideline for it. When you're texting with your girl, okay, let's say she texts you at 10 a.m. Just follow with me in this one. Text you at 10 a.m. If you're free at 10 a.m. and you're in a calm, centered, normal state of mind, right? Text her back, okay? Doesn't matter. She's not going to sit there and think, oh my God, he texted me back right away. If you do it all the time, then that's one thing. Because if you're texting her back right away all the time, well, it shows that you're probably kind of needy and you're not busy with your own life and you have nothing going on aside from her. Okay, but for the most part, if you're free at 10 in the morning and she texts you, just text her back if you're in a good state of mind. Flip-flopped. On the flip side, I should say, if she texts you at 10 a.m., and let's just say it's Saturday, right? Typically, people aren't working on Saturdays. So let's say it's 10 a.m. on a Saturday. She knows you're not working. If you're in a state of mind where, for whatever reason, you're pissed off, you're emotional, you're angry, you're sad, whatever, anxious, just whatever it is that takes you away from your normal state, don't text her back right away, okay? Because your emotions are going to come off in that text message in some way, shape, or form. It's going to be different than how you normally do it, and she'll pick up on that. When she picks up on it and you don't tell her what's going on, now you're creating this just vicious cycle of she's going to ask you questions and then you have to explain it. It's garbage you don't want to get into, okay? So if you're in any other state but just a normal, calm, confident, centered state of mind, do not text her back. But this is where you have to do the work on yourself. You have to go do things to get you back into that calm, centered, masculine state of mind. Once you get back there, now text her, okay? And it's really that simple. I can promise you that it is, right? Why is it that simple? Because A, it shows that you're taking care of your business, you're taking care of yourself, and you are showing emotional control by having to get yourself back in that normal state before you interact with your girl. And that's also just being respectful, right? Feminine energy is chaos. Masculine energy is being calm. Don't text back if you're exhibiting signs of feminine energy, where things are chaotic up in here, where things are you have anxiety or anxious, whatever. That stuff's for your guy friends, right? Call your guy friends, call your dudes, call your homeboys, vent to them about what's going on in your life. Get it out with them. So when you talk to your girl, you're that calm, centered guy that she fell in love with. Okay, so that's a simple guideline. Text her back only when you're in a calm, centered, words, fingers, calm, centered, non-anxious type state. Do not text her back if you are in one of those emotional states. Get yourself out of it first and then text her. Okay, that might take an hour. It might take a couple hours. Doesn't matter. Now let's go back to that example quick too, because I mean, it depends upon maybe your girl likes to ask questions and maybe she wants to know why you didn't text back right away. So if it does get to that, you do want to say something. Take a deep breath first and say, hey babe, or hey honey, or hey, something happened today. I'll tell you about it later, but I just need to take some time for myself in the next few hours and get myself recentered, or I just need to get back to a good state of mind. I'll talk to you later. Say something like that. Then get back to who you are, okay? She'll respect you for that because you're showing emotional control versus just becoming a child and acting on emotions, okay? So if you do want to text and say something, which I do believe in doing that, it's always good to communicate with your partner or your girl, whatever you want to use. It's always good to say stuff like, hey, something happened, I need a few hours or I need a day just to recalibrate. It's a great message to send, right? So, hope this video was helpful. Again, that's my guideline. Text back when you're in a calm, centered state, whether that's now or it takes a few hours. Don't overthink it. You don't have to. Don't text back if you're in an emotional, destructive, anxious, depressed state, okay? And I want to add another one into that too. If you're busy at work, for the love of God, don't text back, okay? If you're busy and you're chaotic up here, just wait for a bit. She's going to respect you a lot more knowing that you're focused on yourself and you're doing what you need to do for you before getting back to her. Okay? So, simple guideline. Hope it's beneficial. Hope it's helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. My book, Masculine Workbook, free to download on my YouTube page. And my email, flyinghealthcoach@gmail.com. Again, your first coaching session is free to see if coaching is a good fit for you, if you might like to pursue it. And outside of that, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Peace.